Hi, I'm Ryan Walter, and I've had a single focus in life, and that is to win. From buildings like this, NHL buildings where I used to compete, to your boardroom, to your workplace, my goal is to help you win. From this moment forward, you're on my team. We're getting off the bus. By the way, I'm looking at our team, and we're a little more mature than maybe I thought we might be, okay? Oh, that's a nice thing. We get off the bus. The year is 1986. The day is the 23rd of May. You get off the bus in Calgary, and you step down the stairs, and you go into the opposition dressing room in Calgary. Do you know what's interesting, team? We are nervous. For the first time in our professional career, we're nervous. We go into the dressing room. We're in the Calgary Flame opposing dressing room. And this is Game 5 of the Stanley Cup final. Game 1, we lost. Can you imagine how that feels? We're thinking, we're in the Stanley Cup final, we're gonna lose. Oh no. Game 2, we beat Calgary. Game 3, we beat Calgary. Game 4, we beat... Team, we find ourselves on the edge of winning a Stanley Cup. We're in Game 5 in Calgary. Now come on into that dressing room. Over in the corner here is yeah, ladies, what are you ladies laughing about here? Now you're not supposed to be picturing things in your mind. We're gonna talk about mental toughness later, okay? I heard that giggle, that was good. All right, ladies, come on into the dressing room. All right. Everybody has their jock strap on, so we're okay here. All right. Now what I want to do is pass to you the 1986 Stanley Cup ring. My friend right over here, I'm sorry, he just sat down. Can I get you to come and get this? Do you think he wants it? There you are. Thanks so much. And so if you would just take that and pass it all the way down, it can go all the way down. Hey, by the way, we're here, right, for an hour and a bit, and then tonight later on, so make sure that everybody sees it. Now, what I want to say about the Stanley Cup ring is a couple things. Number one is that I've taken this ring into prisons and got it back. Do I need to say any more? I trust you, leaders. I trust you. So we're going to pass that ring around, and I just want to highlight a couple of things. There's 23 diamonds in a CH. The cool thing about the CH that year and the 23 diamonds is that there was 23. That was the 23rd Stanley Cup that the Canadians won. So at that year, at that moment, it put the Canadians over the top in regards to championships. The Yankees, the New York Yankees of baseball, only had 22. So for that small season, the Montreal Canadiens were the winningest team in sport history. So it's sort of cool, and you'll see it as we move through. Now, one of the things that we want to talk about today, two things. We're going to be really focused leaders. Number one, everybody put up your hand. Okay, so what you've just done, you already knew this, but this signifies that you are a leader. Okay, hands down. We're going to talk about leadership today. I am passionate about leadership, but I want to be very focused, because would you agree with me that leadership is so broad? You know, I just finished a 3-year MA degree in leadership. We read 50 books on leadership. We could read another 150. Leadership is so big, so complex, but it doesn't need to be. And that's what we're going to talk about today. I want us as leaders to focus on one main point, and that is the point that was in the dressing room. Two things we need to discover from that Montreal Canadiens winning dressing room. Number one, it takes different players with different personalities and different strengths to make a winning team. Agreed? So let's think about this in terms of your team. As a matter of fact, players, leaders, this is about you. Think of the players on your team. I'll bet they're a little different. Right? They have different strengths. They see things in a different light. So we're going to talk about how do we lead these different players to be the best that they can be. Number 2, and this is the lightning bolt that we're going to hang everything on from our leadership positioning, is simply this. The other thing that happened in that dressing room, every single player was hungry. Don't you love that word? Hungry. I don't mean for lunch or dinner. I mean there was a hunger for what we were going to accomplish.